You're on, Lan.
Yeah.
I'm afraid so.
Here I go.
All right.
Showbiz. All right. Welcome to Charlie's Log Cabin. This is great fun for us. It's great to see our friend Charlie and to hang out with you guys. Let's get right to it. I could only, you know the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could only love a girl like you. I could never fall for someone new. Now they say it comes down to chance, and we're just passing through. But I could only love a girl like you. I could only love a girl like you. Now where else would I bring my troubles to? It's nothing that you ever say, it's everything you do. I could only love a girl like you. The earth is big and the world is wide, but all I'll ever need is by your side. I could only love a girl like you. And I can only hope you always knew. If all of time was in my hands, this would still be true. I could only love a girl like you. The sky is blue and your eyes are green, and all the colors falling in between. And when the sun goes down in all its glory, well, I'll be glad the ending had a happy story. I could only love a girl like you. I could only love a girl like you. Thank you. Well, we've all made some mistakes, and we tend to make them late at night, sometimes, often in a place that sells alcohol. This is a little tale about what happens when it's a good time for a bad idea. Closing time, the lights are bright, and the bartender wants to call it a night. Don't go home, he cries, but don't stay here. It's a good time for a bad idea. Now honey, you're looking good, yeah, you're looking fine. And if you're wondering what's on my mind, just grab your coat and I'll make it clear. It's a good time for a bad idea. Let's go crazy, let's get down.
Let's get down.
Leave a mark all over town. Start some trouble they won't forget. Raise a ruckus that we'll regret. Take my hand, walk out this door, and be someone you've never been before. Things ain't always quite like they appear. It's a good time for a bad idea. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. It's a real good time for a bad idea. Let's go crazy, let's get loud.
Let's get loud.
Do some things won't make us proud. Start some trouble that they won't forget. Raise a ruckus that we'll regret. But in the morning when that sun is high, now don't be looking for a kiss goodbye, 'cause with the break of dawn I'll disappear. Yeah, it's a good time for a bad idea. That's right, it's a good time. It's a good time. It's a
Good time.
It's a real good time for a bad idea. You know what I'm talking about, right? Oh, there you go. There's who is it?
Hey, turn
I'll
that
get
thing. It's a neighbor. We're playing too loud. Is that what it is?
Oh, you kids cut out that racket.
What do you got?
Kid Bayoni. This one's about a boxer. This,
It's the big time.
it's a big time. Who discovers outside of the ring that love is always worth fighting for. One of the many little short stories you'll hear tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, she lied. She didn't know. Kid Bayonne got out and was heading home. She pulled her bags off the grocery line, got to her car and wished that she could turn back time. 15 months and 15 rounds, more or less the same. Kid Bayonne stayed on his feet, fighting for his name, fighting for his name. See, it was after work, and she was out with friends, when her ex turned up and came at her again. He spun her round, his fists in the air. A one punch and Kid put him down into intensive care. 15 months, 15 rounds, more or less the same. Kid Bayonne stayed on his feet, fighting for his name, fighting for his name. Any given night, Kid climbed into the ring, bracing for the blows that he knew every battle brings. But then love hit him like a train he tried outrunning, and he staggered to his corner like he never saw it coming. Oh no. So she parked nearby, grabbed her milk and bread, walked up to her door, and saw a Kid on her steps, arm in arm, her head on his shoulder. They sat like that for hours, just watched the night grow colder. For 15 months, 15 rounds, more or less the same. Kid Bayonne stayed on his feet, fighting for his name, fighting for his name, fighting for his name. Okay, thank you much. Let's do Ducktown.
Okay.
For those of you who have missed it, the shortened version of the story is copper was discovered in the early 1800s in the beautiful Tennessee Valley, and the ecological destruction of the area for the next 140 years was catastrophic. And this is the true story of the copper mining in Ducktown, Tennessee, which actually ended finally in the 1960s. They came to Tennessee and drove out the Cherokee, and they called this Ducktown. Soon a deadly rain was falling down. The soil washed away, but the railroad brought each day miners to Ducktown. Back in 1939, we walked out on the line. We were striking for Ducktown. Neighbors old and young, they watched with dying lungs the scabs roll into town. Yeah, they came for you and me. They did the Cherokee. And like these ancient hills, we stood our ground. Both fights would be lost, a desert spread across what was once Ducktown. A few hundred of us stayed, once it was all hauled away. The earth cut down to bone to hold the tunnels up. They'd flood the holes we dug, but the river and moaned. And then the owners all were gone. They packed up and moved on. They flew across the craters, red and brown. Yeah, once the mines were bare, they took their gains elsewhere. They left behind Ducktown. Yeah, they left behind Ducktown. How about paper in my wallet?
Okay.
This is a little traveling song. It was inspired by one of those hard-boiled PIs that populate all those detective novels that we all love. And the twist is that it's from an obscure author named James Chumley, who was very influential, and yet not that well known. And his character, C.C. Chagru, was the inspiration for this song, and He's always on the road, trying to escape his past, I guess. 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, I headed for the highway. I stopped to get some gas. He asked me for a credit card, and I handed him my cash. He counted it and nodded. He said, "Son, you look the desperate man." He said, "How far you going?" And I said, "Far as I can." It's just paper in my wallet. It's just metal in my jeans. Unless you've walked in my shoes, you won't know what I mean. Yeah, I filled my rear view mirror with bets that I refused, but I put money on forgetting you. I put money on forgetting you. Somewhere in the desert, I found the perfect bar. He poured one without asking, just like he carried the same scar. He looked down at my money, and what we agreed upon, he'd take it when he needed to, and he'd tell me when it's gone. It's just paper in my wallet, just metal in my jeans. Unless you've walked in my shoes, well, you won't know what I mean. Yeah, I must have lost a fortune on bad advice, it's true. Yeah, but I put money on forgetting you. Yeah, I put money on forgetting you. She was sitting in the corner, a diamond without flaws. I bought her one for smiling, and another just because. She said she had a place nearby, about a mile or two. Well, she was trying to finish college, and I'll bet she makes it too. It's just paper in my wallet, it's just metal in my jeans. Unless you've walked in my shoes, what I mean. I burn holes in my pockets with these things that I can't use. But I put money on forgetting you. I put money on forgetting you. Yeah, forgetting you. All right. Well, thank you much. Appreciate that. How about I Need You?
Thank you, Ray.
Yeah.
I need you for a ride home. So,
Well, that's true. We need each other.
That's right.
This song was on our last record, The Road Ahead, which I've got copies for everybody. Please don't leave without them. And if push comes to shove, they're in that pink bag in the bag. If folks need them before I can hand them to them. If you get the chance, there's a lovely video of this song. That was a pandemic video where I played this song and recorded the video and sent it to 4 friends of mine. And they all played their own parts and filmed them playing their parts, and they sent me back the videos, and I edited it all together. And it's just lovely. If you get a chance to Google I Need You, Ray Lambiase, or go to my YouTube channel, which you may be on already for all I know. And the video just, it's just a great memory. It's just a great spontaneous thing that happened and came out really nice. Anyway, this is the song. There's a bird high in the tree that sings a harmony to a song that only you can hear, that only you can hear, that only you can hear. And there's a secret time has missed, held tightly in my fist, a map that leads where only you can go, where only you can go, where only you can go. I need you more than you need me. I need you more than you need me. And there's an echo from the cliff, the voice of loneliness, a wildfire only you can feel, that only you can feel, only you can feel. I need you more than you need me. I need you more than you need me. Now You can say it isn't so. You love me more than I will know. Then tell me now and I'll believe it's true. 'Cause I need you. There's a dying of the day that gives each night away, a final spark that only you can see, that only you can see, only you can see. I need you more than you need me. I need you more than you need me. You can say you feel the same, cross your heart to make that claim. Then tell me now and I'll believe it's true. 'Cause I need you. Yeah, I need you. I need you more than you need me. I need you. Thank you so much.
Jim Young says hi.
Who says that?
Jim Young.
Hi, Drew Young. Hi, Drew Young. Wish you were here. How about Ballad of Three Finger Brown? Do we have any baseball fans here? No? Oh, that's too bad. Well, this is the true story, and it's more than a baseball story. It's the true story of a man named Mordecai Three Finger Brown, who led the Chicago Cubs to what had been their last World Series victory in 1908, until they won the World Series finally again in 2016. But he discovered at some point that when he grabbed a baseball with his three fingers, the ball did funny things when he threw it, and he became a very successful pitcher. And this is his story. Well, come gather in the dugout, leave the bats and balls behind. 'Cause in life and baseball, well, a hero's hard to find. And that's why we still remember all across this town and tell the story of Three Finger Brown. Well, he was born in Indiana, where he lost part of his hair. But then he found a curveball that could strike out any man. After St. Louis, he was Chicago bound. The Cubs had a rookie named Three Finger Brown. After St. Louis, he was Chicago bound. The Cubs had a rookie named Three Finger Brown. Now in 1908, the Giants, they had a fierce fearsome night. They fought us to one final game, the season on the line. Well, they had Christy Matheson to keep the Cubbies down. But we gave the baseball to Three-Finger Brown. But the gangsters, they had told him that his life was at stake, and if he won the ball game, it would be his last mistake. With their threats in his pocket, well, he walked on to the mound, and no man stood taller than Three-Finger Brown. Their threats in his pocket, and he walked on to the mound, and no man stood taller than Three-Finger Brown. So his curveball dipped and darted right through the strike zone dropped. The Giants never had a chance, the Cubs wound up on top. Yeah, he brought home the pennant, and then he brought home the crown. The pride of Chicago was Three-Finger Brown. So if you're in a tough spot, and the odds are looking grim, and your team needs a hero, if you're gonna win, reach back for something extra and look into the crowd. Someone's watching, named Three-Finger Brown. Yeah, he brought home the pennant, and he brought home the crown. The pride of Chicago was Three-Finger Brown. The pride of Chicago was Three-Finger Brown. Three-Finger Brown. Three-Finger Brown. Three-Finger Brown. So it's not really a baseball story. It's a story wrapped in a baseball setting. A story of overcoming adversity. How's that, Charlie? That sums it kind of up, right? How about the road ahead?
Sure.
This one is the title cut off our last record. And it's about two people that head out to work, completely independent of each other. And they're each delayed for different reasons, their own reasons. Never realizing that they're actually exactly on time for where they're supposed to be. 1, 2, 3, 4. She stopped to buy a flower in the rain, and just outside her door, and gave it to a woman on the train she thought could use it more. Where It's not the road you see. Yesterday has come and gone, and the road ahead, it's not the road you're on. Well, he picked up a paper at the stand and held it high above his head. But with the water dripping from his hand, he ducked into a store instead. Where you are is where you ought to be. The road ahead is not the road you see. Yesterday has come and gone, and the road ahead, it's not the road you're on. Just leave the things you've lost behind, and welcome to the world new things you find that are waiting to be loved in kind. So he flew with his coffee like a kite, head down back to the street. He didn't see her waiting for the light. Her things fell at his feet. See, where you are is where you ought to be. The road ahead is not the road you see. Yesterday has come and gone, and the road ahead, it's not the road you're on. No, it's not the road you're on. Yeah, yesterday is gone, but not the road ahead. Fable, a little fable. Let's see, what would be fun?
That kind of fool?
That kind of fool. Okay. This one's about a guy who, no matter what he did, there was always a black cloud over his head. As the old saying, if it wasn't for bad luck, he'd have had no luck at all. She had a body only youth could build. I'm nearsighted over the hill, but she caught my eye like a star in the sky. She smiled once, I smiled twice. Too late now for your advice. You can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Well, she took my wallet and she took my rings, took my watch, ran out of things. She left me what got started with all I can on his back. A train wreck heading for a broken track. You can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Well, my Uncle Harold was a prince of a man. He said you should live like a king if you can, and he'd cut me in for my piece of the pie. He sold me on the American dream and put my money in a Ponzi scheme. You can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Well, I lost my house and sold the car, but my Uncle Harold's out of living large. I catch some Z's in the back of the bus, but that don't help me much, 'cause I'm just a man with a mark on his back. A train wreck heading for a broken track. You can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Oh, no. My cousin said he needed help with a chore. We pulled around to the back of a store. A man stood up on the edge of a truck. Packed the car, paid in cash. Sirens howled and red lights flash. You can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Well, I tried to run, but I tripped and fell. My cousin drove off like a bat out of hell. They found me in the alley nearby, just reaching for the sky, 'cause I'm just a man with a mark on his back. A train wreck heading for a broken track. You can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Well, it could be worse. I'm still alive and eating well the next 3 to 5. They asked my plea when the charges were read, and you know what I said. Judge, I'm just a man with a mark on his back. A train wreck heading for a broken track. You can't go to school to be that kind of fool. No, you can't go to school to be that kind of fool. You can't go to school to be that kind of fool. Oh no. See, when you're having a bad day, just think about that guy. And, you know, puts it all in perspective, right?
Did you, why are you helping me at some point tonight? Is it in the sentence?
I can do it.
That Ray's going to do by himself.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You want to wait? Hold on.
Well, play it now. One of the first 2 songs I learned how to play was Unexpectedly from someone named Mississippi John Hurt. And so I was very influenced by the early Delta blues guitarists, and sort of wrote this song as an homage. And as soon as I finished it, the first person I sent it to was Charlie, because I knew he'd appreciate it and get a kick out of it. So there's a couple of Easter eggs in there. There's a reference to a Robert Johnson song. There's a couple of references to Mississippi John Hurt songs. But be that as it may, it goes like this. I got home to Mississippi late last night. You were waiting up to start a fight. I guess there'll be no kissing. You weren't missing me. I was born to sing the blues, so baby, why you helping me? I had a little bit of business across the Georgia line. Still I made it back in record time, but it ain't my peaches you're reaching for, I see. I was born to sing the blues, so baby, why you helping me? If you were talking about going walking with some dandy on the town, well, put your money where your mouth is, honey, and don't come back around. Louisiana's where I ought to go. They got a juke joint outside East Monroe. All women and whiskey, a risky recipe. Yeah, I was born to sing the blues. Baby, why you helping me? Why you helping me, mama? About going drinking with some dandy down the street, well, get your head straight before it's too late and I pick up my feet. I'm slipping on my Monday morning shoes, heading off again to pay my dues. Oh, but when trouble hits me, it fits me to a T. Yeah, I was born to sing the blues, so baby, why you helping me? I'm born to sing the blues, sweet mama, why you helping me?
Oh yeah.
That's a fun, silly song, you know.
How about Man Who Shot John Wilkes?
I was going to say that.
There we go. Same page.
See, it's telepathy at this point. We were talking about this earlier. Everybody knows the story of Abraham Lincoln being assassinated in Ford Theater. But less people know what happened to his assassin, because John Wilkes Booth escaped the Ford Theater. He was on the run for 12 days until he was cornered in a farmhouse by the U.S. Army. And this is what happens from that point on. This is all true. This is a 100% true story. Take him alive, the order came, but a soldier fired just the same. From behind a cracked barn door, John Wilkes Booth dropped to the floor. Who took that shot against command? And Boston Corbett raised his hand. Captain, I don't need consent to avenge the president. Where will we find the truth of the man who shot John Wilkes Booth? His arrest made front page news. A nation mourning, left confused. The army said the courts decide. Let him go, the public cried. When he went free, he marched on down into the streets, a hero crowned. But there was still more to unfold, a story that was yet untold. Where will we find the truth of the man who shot John Wilkes Booth? He worked in a factory, making hats with mercury. Is this where it all turned bad? Did the poison drive him mad? 'Cause in later years a judge would say, have Boston Corbett locked away. With the verdict he was found to be insane, asylum bound. Where will we find the truth of the man who shot John Wilkes Booth? But when the guards were all in bed, he climbed on a horse and fled, and silently rode out of sight and disappeared into the night. Did he go south to Mexico, or up north? They'd never know. He had fought his last campaign and was never seen again. And the origin of the phrase "mad as a hatter," which personally I always thought came from Alice in Wonderland. But apparently the Mad Hatter was a reference to the phrase which originated in England for all the hat makers who would form the felt with mercury, and then they realized they started going mad. And one of them played a role in American history. Interesting story.
So why don't we lighten it up
Okay.
and do a children's song?
Okay, let's do that. That's a great idea, Lanny. Yeah, we love playing this song. We like to say it's for children of all ages. Ready, Maestro?
Sure.
There's a dragon in my wagon, and I pull him along. He smiles while he sings a fiery song. Most folks just ignore us, but I jump in on the chorus walls, and I'm happy that he's happy, because I'm happy too. There's a dragon in my wagon, I take him everywhere. He whistles while we wander like he doesn't have a care. The sidewalk looks enormous, like an ocean waiting for us. I'm happy that he's happy, because I'm happy too. And if you're wondering how I know, or if you think I'm bragging, anytime you take a look, you'll see that his tail is wagging. There's a dragon in my wagon, and he dances on the ride, and I hear his toes start tapping, and his head moves side to side. And when his shoulders bobble, the wagon rocks and wobbles, and I'm happy that he's happy, because I'm happy too. And if you're wondering how I know, or if you think I'm bragging, anytime you take a look, you'll see that his tail is wagging. There's a dragon in my wagon, and we roll through the town. Well, there's nothing like a best friend to help you get around. And when my bedtime's calling, and fast asleep he's falling, I'm happy that he's happy, because I'm happy too. Yeah, I'm happy that he's happy, because I'm happy too. Okay. How about Waiting for the Rain?
Sure.
I always say this is the one song I hope one day I never have to sing. The sun climbs higher, the ground gets dry, and a world of faces turn up to the sky and lift their voices off the dying earth to ask the heavens for a sign of rebirth. Waiting for the rain, waiting for the rain, waiting for the rain of love. Build your houses on the highest hill and try and save yourself. I don't think that you will, 'cause nothing crumbles with the speed of hate as water rushes through the narrowest gate. Waiting for the rain, waiting for the rain, just waiting for the rain of love. I'm waiting for the rain to fall for the clouds to fill with sympathy. And fill the churches, every shape and every size. But a heart left empty will be left behind. 'Cause kindness doesn't need a name or a face, and there are no borderlines to a state of grace. Waiting for the rain, waiting for the rain, is waiting for the rain of love. I'm waiting for the rain to fall on me, and I'm waiting for the clouds to fill with sympathy. Now the moon sinks lower as the night gets long, and hopelessness divides the weak from the strong. So lift each other, and in the rising tide, both the brave and the fallen will arrive side by side. Waiting for the rain, waiting for the rain, waiting for the rain of love. I'm just waiting, waiting for the rain. I'm waiting for the rain.
Curtis says hi.
Who says that?
Curtis.
Curtis. Hello, Curtis.
Says hello, Uncle Ray.
Hello. Hello, my nephew. What would you like to do now, Lanny? You want to, how we do it on time? Oh, we got a little bit of time.
Doesn't look a day over you.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Similarly, Hank Williams was a major influence on my songwriting. And this is my little homage to the king of country music. When he stops to say hello, it looks like he did years ago. A touch of gray is all that's new. But when he takes your hand, suddenly you understand. He doesn't look a day over you. Now you might think that time stood still and the years had all been kind, and he's the man that you always knew. He'll ask if you are well, and it isn't hard to tell. He doesn't look a day over you. his voice still sounds the same. And each mention of your name, he laughs about something you used to do. It seems like yesterday, his eyes drift far away. He doesn't look a day over you. Now you can see his smile betray the wounds time didn't heal, and the heart that still beats true. And even as he says goodbye, nothing he can do will hide. He doesn't look a day over you. He doesn't look a day over you. There you go. Well, you want to do Grace? Or?
Sure.
Well, this is a love story. We just got a couple more for you, I think. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Really appreciate it. Thanks for hosting us, Charlie, and and our guests for stopping by. We really appreciate it. It would have been we would have been singing to the pictures on the wall otherwise. Well, this is a love story that takes place in a luncheonette on Main Street, USA. And there's a little moral for this story. I think it's something about there being a lid for every pot, or a pot for every lid, or chicken for every pot. I don't know. Pours him coffee, brings him toast. He reads the paper like a ghost. At Grace's luncheonette cafe, he has eggs and bacon every day. Now some days she looks too tired to stand. He thinks of reaching for her hand, and her heart lifts like a butterfly. At times he's brave enough to try. He says, my dreams are yours to keep.
My dreams are yours.
Your tears are mine to weep. When the sun goes down on this so crazy world, your heart is where I sleep. Like two old friends, they barely speak. Then one day he kissed her on the cheek. And he'd written, will you marry me? On the check down where the tip should be. She brought the apron to her eyes. The fry cook at the grill acted surprised. they were married on her coffee break, and they passed out pie instead of cake. And she said, my dreams are yours to keep.
My dreams are yours.
Your tears are mine to weep.
Your tears are mine.
And when the sun goes down on this old crazy world, your heart is where I sleep. That's right. You might call this true romance, or just two lonely hearts that met by chance. But Grace would say each day those guest checks spin, and you never know who's walking in. Oh, you don't. My dreams are yours to keep.
My dreams are yours.
Your tears are mine to weep.
Your tears are mine.
When the sun goes down on this old crazy world, your heart is where I sleep. When the sun goes down on this old crazy world, your heart is where I sleep. That's right. Here's to Grace. Well, we've got one last song. Again, thanks everyone for listening wherever you are. For the benefit of Ju Young and Curtis and everyone I used to work with, I wrote this song right after I retired, right after I stopped working. And I guess it's a little pensive, right? Lanny just recently retired, so he can understand, perhaps.
I can.
Okay. Thanks again, and we'll see you all next time. 1, 2, 3. I'm going home, leaving this town, heading back, turning around. And all this time, one thing I found: what goes up will come down. So when see me wave and just smile, so I will know that you were glad I was here a while. And I picked up a thing or two along the way. I've learned from you, and I hope you have the chance to find a thing or two that I left behind. So when you hear me say sang along. Among the things that I forgot, the more you had, the less you got. And the more you laugh, the more you live. The more you take, the less you give. So when you look and see that I'm gone, just find someone who needs a hand and help them carry on. 'Cause I'm going home, leaving this town, heading back and turning around. And all this time, one thing proved true: the love you share, it comes back to you. So when you see me wave, just smile, so I will know that you were glad I was here a while. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you. We'll catch you next time. Or we'll see you around like a donut, as I used to say to the youngins.
You no longer say that, do you?
I sometimes say it.
Don't need it.
I don't mean it anymore.